Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my Vulnerably Badass YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about this online event that Oprah Winfrey held 10 days ago. It was February 23rd. I learned that day that it's called Galentine's Day. It's for women to get together with friends before Valentine's Day. So it was I think originally a Watchers program, or Weight Watchers presents Oprah's Your Life in Focus. It's called Your Life in Focus. And the reason I knew about this event was because one of my friends attended the actual face-to-face in-person event last year, and she's actually went to the event, and she sent me this workbook, and I really enjoy doing it. And this year I learned that Oprah was doing this event virtually, and it was free. So February 13th was, I think, was it Saturday, I guess, and I joined online. And there was a workbook. I think if you still Google it, you can get it for free. Oprah's Your Life in Focus workbook. And I downloaded it and I did it. So I want to share what my results are, or what I wrote. So first of all, it's about self-care and self-love. And this workbook started off with self-assessment, and it had some questions. It has 5 different questions, and if it doesn't apply to you, you give the answer 1, the score 1, not me at all. And 2 is sometimes me. 3 is often that's me, and 4 is that's me. And the first question was, I appreciate and accept myself at any point in my wellness journey. And I gave myself 3, often that's me. After going through cancer and my son's death, I think I appreciate and accept a lot more about life and myself. I think I am more satisfied and happy. But before I went through cancer, or before I went through my son's death, it was more like I was wanting more, or I was working hard to get somewhere. But I realized what you have is everything, so you just be appreciative. So I am most of the time appreciative and accept myself, but sometimes especially I think maybe communicating with people, when I feel like I'm not heard or I'm not accepted, I feel very sad. And sometimes this negative thought haunts me. Maybe it's because of what I went through as a child, because of my father who was violent. Maybe I have this tendency that when my opinion is not heard, I feel like silenced or just ignored and not acknowledged. So when I feel that feeling, I feel so negative. And I got a lot better to give self-compassion and positive talk to myself. But still, when I'm really down, it takes some time to come back up. So that's why I gave myself 3. Often that's me. And number 2, I have a self-care ritual that is important to me, and I make time in my day to prioritize and practice it. I gave it 4. That's me. Because what I do, many of you already know that, when I wake up, I do morning meditation, somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes. When I'm really busy, just 1 minute, but I try to do it. And also morning pages, which is from the book The Artist's Way. I cannot do 3 big pages, but just 1 page. And gratitude journal, That's my morning ritual. And I'm doing intermittent fasting. So in the morning, I either drink black coffee or pu'er tea or green tea, just straight tea. And for eating, I try to eat one salad a day. I try to have one of the meals, just salad for one of the meals, or maybe something, some protein and salad. Sometimes, not every day, sometimes I can't do it, but I'm not too strict, so that's okay. But if I can eat salad for lunch, I eat salad for lunch, and if I cannot eat salad for lunch, then I try to eat. And what else? I do 10,000 step walk every day, except for bad weather. And on weekends, I try to walk more than 7K, 10K, 15K. Last week, I did 17K walk, so maybe I will make another video about this. And I try to eat healthier snacks. Of course, I love pastries and bread, so I eat a lot of these gluten or flour products, but usually I try to eat dark chocolate, like 90% dark chocolate, and unsalted nuts or Greek yogurt and berries. I try, and I try to sleep more. So my daily routine is like I try to go to bed by 10:40 and wake up at 6:40. I usually wake up earlier than that, but I try to get at least 7 hours or hopefully 8 hours of sleep. So I think in terms of ritual or having the system, I think I'm good. So I gave myself 4. And number 3, when I get off track, overindulge in a favorite food, skip a workout, spend more money than my budget allows, I am able to change course without a lot of negative self-talk. First of all, I don't really spend money. I don't buy things, so I don't have to worry about spending more money than my budget. Overindulge in a favorite food. Because I am doing intermittent fasting, I worry less about what to eat, although I still watch what I'm eating. So sometimes I can eat, the other day I ate cinnamon roll with caramel and pecan topping. That looked really bad, but it was really, really yummy. And yeah, sometimes because of snowing or because of raining, I skip workout. But I think nowadays, because I have created this habit, I look at it more at the long term. So skipping a workout or overindulging in some meal or some food because of some kind of event, I don't feel that guilty because I know that, okay, so from tomorrow I can go back to my routine, or after 2 days. So that's why I don't do so much negative talk. So I gave myself 4. That's me. I don't give myself too much of negative self-talk. And number 4, when I am alone, I rarely feel lonely. I am able to create joy for myself. I definitely gave myself 4. That's me. Even after I think COVID, and last year, after my husband left Korea in July last year, and it became just me and my son. And on weekends, my son went to my ex-husband's. So I was spending weekend alone, but I enjoyed being alone so much. And until then, I thought I was more extrovert, and I really enjoy being with people. But I think COVID made me find really introvert part of me. I knew I was a bit geek since I was young, but I thought I always wanted to be around the people. But yeah, post-COVID, I don't know if it's post-COVID or is it post my son's death, because my son passed away November of 2019, and COVID pretty much started beginning of 2020. So I don't know if it's the impact of my son's death or COVID, but I enjoy being alone. Just like I said earlier, I have a ritual, like walking 10,000 steps a day, which takes about an hour and a half, and I listen to Audible books, and I read, and journaling, writing, and recording YouTube videos. So like I spend time on outputting my ideas or writing down or expressing. And I do online sessions and work, coaching, training. So yeah, I can just be at home by myself days, and I rarely feel lonely, I guess. So I gave myself 4. And the last question, number 5, was when uncertainty takes over, I practice patience, giving myself the time I need to understand the situation as best I can. I gave myself 3, just like the first question. Usually I'm good because fighting the cancer and going through the son's death was biggest uncertainty. Because now I know, you never know what's going to happen in life. But whatever it is, it's a lesson and you're learning something out of it. I think I'm good, but still, like I said, it's so amazing how little things still bugs you, you went through your son's death and you feel like, nothing else is bigger than that, but smaller things bugs you, just like somebody's joke that's not being funny, or like you feel like you're belittled because of this joke or something. So that time, I think it depends on what kind of situation I am, what kind of physical or emotional state I'm in. I get triggered, but so I admit that I still get triggered from some little things or big things. So I cannot say I'm always peaceful and patient, but often that's me. So I gave myself 3. I think I'm handling all these situations better than before. So the workbook asks you to add the scores, and my score, because it was 3, 4, 4, 4, and 3, it was 18. And the score is divided into 4 different sections, and it has different advice. If score is 5 to 8, there's an advice, and 9 to 12, 13 to 17, and mine, 18 to 20, says hands clapping because you're giving yourself the love you need to be. By regularly practicing acceptance of any kindness toward yourself, you have lots of space to take in love and be the best version of yourself. Is part of that helping a friend who struggle with self-compassion. And that's true, yeah. I think because of what I went through, I can connect with different people, and I hope interacting or communicating with them is helping. Basically, I'm listening, but I talk to my friends who are going through divorce, or who went through divorce, or who has a son who's fighting brain cancer. So not necessarily I'm trying to solve their problems, but I can be a good listener and hold space for them, because I myself went through those challenges. And the next part of the workbook says, reflect and rejoice. Write down 3 things about yourself that you are grateful for today. I did my 10,000 step walk, so I am grateful that I went out and walked 10,000 steps. And I meditated today twice already, in the morning and in the afternoon. So I'm grateful I meditate often to keep my inner peace. And the third thing I put is, I'm grateful I am healthy physically and emotionally. And then the last page of the workbook is kind of like contract format. So I wrote, Tomomi-kumai, am committed to being the love I need in the following way. There were some things written, recognizing that struggles are part of being human, which I think I'm doing great. I already know it. and replace negative self-talk, remind myself I am worthy of compassion and acceptance, create rituals that get me back on track, helping someone else be kinder to themselves. So I didn't check any of these, but there was an open-ended section, so I checked it and put my own words. So I said, I am committed to being the love I need in the following day. Use digital devices wisely. So I was thinking about maybe I will reduce the use of digital device as an input device too much. I will still use it to create YouTube or post on my Facebook or LinkedIn, but not so much as a communication chat. I will designate some time for communication, but not all the time. And so I want to reduce the kind of pushed communication. I will do it outward. And also because I have Apple Watch now, I want to use a digital device as not so much of a communication tool, but more like watching my health, how I'm sleeping, or using it for my meditation, or counting my step, or how much I am standing up, things like that. So that's what I mean by using digital devices wisely. And my purpose for this is, I wrote, to increase my quality time. And it says, I will kickstart my commitment by doing this. I put removing my phone charger from my bedroom. So yeah, it has been the thing to make sure that I had phone close to me in the bedroom, or just right next to my pillow. And it's been so many years, and every time I go to a hotel, I make sure the outlet is close to the bed so that I can reach my phone anytime. But now I feel like I got my Apple Watch, so when I need to meditate, I can just use this to meditate. And if I need to, I don't really need to look at the phone anymore. So I said, okay, from now on, I'm gonna charge my phone in my office and not my bedroom. And maybe for some people it's just a normal thing, but for me it's a big thing. So that's my kickstart. And so I will follow up with my husband about this a month later to discuss my progress, how I am using digital devices wisely. And because I learn about digital minimalism on Blinkist. So maybe that's going to be another story on YouTube, how to use digital devices wisely. So I signed the document, I dated it, today is February 23rd. So let's see, in 1 month, March 23rd, I will talk about how my new experiment goes. So that's my Life in Focus workbook exercise I did. I feel my ritual for healthy, emotionally and physically healthy ritual are going great. So now, new thing I need to tackle is the digital device, or my smartphone, relationship with my smartphone and social media. And I want to ask you, how are you doing in terms of self-care and self-love? And what kind of behavior do you want to reduce, or what kind of behavior do you want to increase? I'm looking forward to hearing to your opinions. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. See you next time.